Hi, welcome back. In this clip, I'm going to show you how to integrate Paystack API into your Sveltekit applications. To start with, I'm going to create a Sveltekit project. So I will click on this button and look for Sveltekit. Here is one here. I'm going to make use of the one with JavaScript. So I can now rename it to be Paystack Sveltekit. Alright, then I can now create the rep. Alright, as you can see, the project is successfully created for us. So we can start making some adjustments. So let me close this one. Then I will come to this source folder, then to the roots. So the files we have here, this page.js, I want to rename it to plus page.server.js. All right. So let me open the file. So this is what we have in the file now. So I'm going to remove this, and then in our page.svelte, let me open that separately also. All right. So I'm going to remove some parts here now. So let me remove everything we have here. Don't think we'll be needing this, and then also this. So the first thing I will need to do now, I want to copy some HTML boilerplates from our previous tutorials. So let me quickly do that. So as you can see, we have our form ready now. So if I should run the project now, so let me copy this URL now and I should paste it here. You can see our HTML, the form now, the form is ready. So the next thing that we need to do now, having achieved that, so here in our form tag, the method will be get and action. I think we should have a forward slash. This is the root page. So here now, I want to open, sorry, I want to open the page.server in a new tab. The next thing that we need to do now is to have our loader function. I will say export const, then we have a load equal, then we have a async, then have a URL, then we have a fetch, then the arrow function. So having done that, I think the next thing that we need to do now is to come here and grab the web API called a fetch API. If I should come here, let me close this. Then, okay, I think this one is okay. So I will grab it from here to here. All right. So let me paste everything here. So I'm gonna remove some stuff from here. Don't think we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. All this we don't need them. But we need the header. We don't need all this. But we need this. Alright. So I think everything is now in order. So what I will need to do now, the URL here, now I will need to change it. So to change it, I will need to go to Paystack documentation. Let me close this. I don't think we need this again. So let me say Paystack, then docs, then okay, API, then we have a transaction initialize. So I will just come here now. So this URL here now, I will grab them. So then I will just paste what I just grabbed. I'll paste it. Then here now in our header, I will add authorization. Have this. So what I will need to do now is to have our error then the secret key from Paystack. So let me quickly get that. So I can now paste the secret key test for test. So I've pasted it, but instead of doing it this way, the code we are having here now is running on the server. So this shouldn't be bundled to the browser. But for us to actually be sure that the secret key won't find its way to the server, I mean to the browser. So we can actually use a .env, you understand, for our secret. But instead of using it, we also have a alternative. So in our library here, library folder, you can actually create another folder called server here, and then inside it we can now create a file, and then we can name the file to be, let's say, secret, for example, secret.js. So this is where we'll be keeping our secret. Then we can now export it, export the secret. So you can say export const, then we can say pay stack secret key. You can also save this in your env file as environment variables, but let's just use this tutorial purpose. Also, this one is also okay. There's nothing wrong with it. To continue on what we have here, everything we have here, I can actually grab it and then come here and paste it, and then here now bring whatever we have there and import it, and say import the variable from the dollar library slash server and forward slash secret. So this variable now, we have it here. All right. So with this now, our secret won't find its way into the browser. So I think that is pretty much what we need to do. But before that, let's try to, okay, here we are having a weight. Here also we have a weight. Then let's just have this as variable. Let's say let result of this, and then here let's just have this command here. Okay, I think that is pretty much what we need to do for now. Oh, before that, let's have this data as a variable. Let's say const data, or then we have this object. So we have a email, and then let's just have something a at gmail.com, then amount, then we have, let's just say 1000. All right, I think that is pretty much what we need to do. So let me try to refresh the browser again. All right, so let's try to run the code and see how it looks. So let me come to this tools and click on console to see how everything is gonna work. Let me stop this and rerun once again, and then let's have our web view also ready. So in our console now, so I think it's running now. Let's see what we have. All right, so I think we've not logged the result to see how everything. So let me just log everything to the console first, see the result. Let me run it again, and the web view. Okay, the web view is looking nice now. All right, so everything is working fine now. We have the authorization URL here now, what we are looking for, and the access code reference, everything is working perfectly now. So that's nice. So all we now need to do, let's just return this. So let me come here now, just say return the results. So in our page now, inside our script tag, so I will say export get data. And let's see how what we have from the data by logging it. Let's say console log, and we have this data. So let me log it again and let's see. We can see both. So this is for the browser. Now we have exactly the same thing. We can see result here, and there also result here. All right. So now I can now, let me comment out this. Don't think we'll be needing this now. So let me just destructure this. I can now say const, and we have a result beta. All right. So having done that now, then I can say const output equal results dot data, the data we have here now, this data here, then we grab this also. So I can come here and say dot authorization, should be authorization URL. Sorry, let me try to grab that once again. Okay, I think it's generating error there. Let me comment out this first. Let me reload it once again. Let me rerun it rather. Seems we didn't log anything. So let me see once again. All right. I think we didn't log anything. Let me log this one. Server. All right. So what we need now is this authorization URL. We just grab it. We have this data already. And so here, now, so if I should log this now, if I should log this variable output, so dot log, let me rerun it. You can see this is it here. This is what you are looking for. So we got this now. So that's it. So now to now be redirected to this URL, we can make use of a window.location. So to do that, I will once again come here and I will just say window.location. Right. If I should rerun it and come here and try to fill in something here now. Oh, we're having window is not defined. And if I should click on this now, we're having a kind of internal error. The server does not recognize the window. So what do we do? How do we resolve this? It's pretty very simple. All we need to do is to import in our script tag here and say import amount from Svelte. And here now we have a amount, then followed by anonymous function or a callback function. So I just need to grab what we have here and paste it here. So I think that is pretty much what we need to achieve there. And then let me come here. Seems we are having error there. So let me remove this aspect first. See what is happening. So let me comment out this. Okay, I think the error is from this import. So I think instead we have to have a curly braces here, right? I think everything should work now. All right. So let's try to run the code once again and see. Oh, it's already up now. You can see we have this. So it's working fine. But if you look at our, excuse me, let me come to this web view. Already have this. Okay. Let me add this here. Right. So in our page.server.js, you can see that the data we pass here, they are not dynamic. So in order to make them dynamic, the value we have here, so we need to change them. And to change them, we are going to make use of this URL. And this URL is an instance of a URL. And this contains properties. Let's see the what it actually contains first. Let's log this to see what I'm saying. If we say console log and let's try to run this and see. You can see what we have here. You can see this URL and then we have a href, we have a origin protocol, username, password, host name, port, we have a path name, which is the root, and then we have search and the search parent. So this is what we want to use so that any data we submit from, let me grab that aspect first. Okay, before that, so any data we submit from our form, this we are using get method. So any data that we submit from here, as you can see, we have a name, amount, and the value. So any data that we submit from here, then we can get them from our server using these SAS params. So let me show you what I'm trying to say first. First, let's declare a variable. or amount, and then we have a this URL, then the property. Which one of them? The one we need now is this one here, SAS param. This has params. So let me grab this, and then when we come back here, then this has params also has a get method. So what do we have there? If you look at our, let me go to web view and okay here now. Let me come here now and paste this. For that, let me try to comment this aspect so that it won't be redirecting us. Okay, let me comment that out. So if I paste down there, I click, I load the browser, the URL, the browser, and then if I fill the form, let's say we have 10,000 here. If I now click on pay, you can see we have a query strings here. These query strings now. So the first one now, I want to grab this amount. So to grab it, I will just say in our server, page.server.js. So I will just put what I grabbed over there, then this amount, so that we can get the value of that amount, which is, I think what we have here now is 10,000. And then to get that 10,000, we can now say, since everything is in Kobo, then we can say times 100. So if we should log it now and see, try to log it and see what we have here. So let me refresh once again and try to rerun the server. And what do we have? Okay, we are not having anything. So let me now come here and reload. Okay, let's go back and see. You can see we are having 1 million kobo here. So 1 million kobo divided by 100 will give us 10,000, as you can see it here now. Okay, let's do the one for email, since we are expected to send both for email and the amount. Let me quickly do that so that you can see clearly. So I'm gonna grab what we have here, and then there I will just have email. And then if you look at what is being passed here now, we have email, and the value, I think we fell it as you know, the email there. So let me come here now and just paste the email here, and then this times 100, we don't need it again. So let me try to log the email also, both of them, to the server and see what we got. So if I should refresh this, okay, and if I should come to server here now, yeah, as you can see, we have it here, the amount and the email, what we pass. So we get it from the search params here. So this way we pass it, and we are able to grab it here. So we can now make everything dynamic now. So instead of what we have here as hard code, dead stuff, we can now make it dynamic so that anyone can now fill the form. So anyone can enter their email and their amount. So it should work perfectly well now. So all right, let's try to run everything and see how, what we've done so far. So let me come back here and I want to comment this. So as you can see, it's already giving us, you know, redirecting us to this page, this checkout page. But before that, let me come back to the view, and here. So I want us to start by filling the form first. So as you fill the form, you have a 10,000 here, and if I click on the button, you can see it now be redirected. You can see the email here. So that is pretty much about how to integrate Paystack into your Sveltekit project. So if this has actually assisted you in any way to resolve one or two problems that you were having, please don't forget to like and share these videos with your colleagues. And also you can encourage me by subscribing to this channel.